All right, you guys, let's get straight into it. I don't have much time. I need to get to the ATM as soon as possible because I have money to spend, things to buy, bills due, people that I owe. So, I did receive my paycheck. Let's go ahead and break off into what that official paycheck was. My numbers, unfortunately, I was overachieving in some departments, especially once taxes officially came out. So that was a doozy, but all in all, the budget is still budgeting, and that is what matters. So let's get straight into it. All right, so my bonus for this quarter was $611. My hours worked, I earned $1,254 after taxes. I haven't brought anything in for side hustle. And then miscellaneous, we did bring in $205. I'm not going to close this out until the official end of the pay period because I want to account for any side hustle income I bring in. And so I don't want to have to be writing this out, etc. So I am going to go ahead and fill out the actual columns for the expenses because we do have to cash stuff based on the actual numbers here. So if I do just so happen to bring in any extra money, I'll address it in the remaining lines that we have here. So I also will not be filling this number out just in case I bring in some extra. But as far as the official amount that I did bring in, altogether, I have a total of $2,070. Now, before going to the ATM to withdraw this monies, I did already spend some money. So I'm going to go ahead and deduct that from 2070 because whatever that number is will be what we're cash stuffing today. Let's get into it. So I have $1,918 left. And so I'm going to go ahead and allocate $1,918 to the respective categories. So we will be doing $800 on rent for the month of September. Phone bill is indeed getting $135. My brother, he got $64. Groceries is getting $75. Credit card bill is getting $50. Gas is getting $25. Ooh, I'm swerving. Household and personal are both getting $50. Sam's has a really good deal. I swear you really don't want to miss out on it. They are doing a $15 cash back if you spend $100 through the month of September on P&G household items. Everyone buys Procter & Gamble. Like, don't leave a deal on the table. Get all the deals you can. And I'll update you guys on how my Sam's journey is going with my cash rewards and cash back rewards. So be sure to stick around, subscribe if you're interested in seeing how my rewards are looking at Sam's. Airbnb is indeed getting $248. Class reunion is getting $100. I have that deposit due. And so every 2 months I will have a payment due for class reunion to contribute for the official reunion, which is next summer. We're actually doing an entire week of a lot of fun activities, but the formal dinner is what I'm most looking forward to. So stay with me. I'll be talking about that in the upcoming months as well. Shopping is getting $320. Sinking funds is not getting anything. I did spend $50, so currently I have $65 left, but I do intend on adding to this dollar value so that way I can have enough money to go out on a date this weekend. We're going to the movies, and then we're going for cocktails immediately after, and then we're going our separate ways like the respectable young adults that we are. I did also spend $50 on buy now, pay later. I did not expect to pay for that, but it just happened. So again, all of this equates up to $1,918. So I'm actually going to white out this and acknowledge the $38 that I did spend, which means that this would have been $103 in that category because I spent $38. It is currently $65 left. And so taking out the buy now, pay later that I've already spent, the $38 from the entertainment, and the $64 that I sent to my brother, there should only be $1,918 left here to cash stuff. So that's what we're going to go ahead and count up and do. Rock with me. All right, so we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 1,000, and 600 and 100 bills. Next, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40. We have $240 and $20 bills. Next, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $60 and $10 bills. 5, 10, 15, and 5s, and $1, $2, $3 bills and 1s. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and break this down into certain envelopes. For certain categories, I do not have an envelope for, and I should be ashamed at myself, because what do you mean I don't have an envelope for shopping? What do you mean I don't have an envelope for travel? What am I doing? And so I'm really going to make it a part of my mission to get more envelopes, get more labels. I spend the bulk of my cash stuffing and budgeting supplies on all things planned, but I'm going to have to step it up because I'm seeing that I'm finally cash stuffing in certain categories that I was not initially, and now I need that and I don't have it. So I'm going to get that. Just bear with me, you guys. Let's not tussle in the comments. I don't want to do that. All right, so 800 for rent, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Phone is getting $135. That's getting a $100 bill, a 20, a 10, and a 5. So 100, 20, 30, 35. My brother is getting $64, or he was. I've already given it to him, so we're skipping him. Groceries is getting $75. That's 3 20s, a 10, and a 5. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. Household is getting $50. I'm going to set that aside. Two 20s and a 10. So 20, 40, 50. Here we are. Personal is also getting 50. Same amount. 2 20s and 1 10. 20, 40, 50. Next, we have the Airbnb, which is getting two $100 bills, 2 20s, a 5, and 3 1s. 100, 200, 20, 40, 45, and 48. So 100, 200, 220, 240, 245, 6, 7, 248. Setting that aside as well. Class reunion is getting $100. I'm going to go ahead and just do a single $100 bill for that. We're going to do $320 for shopping, but we're going to do $300 bills and then a $20 bill. 100, 200, 300, 320. Entertainment is getting $103, or was going to get $103, but I've already spent $38, so that leaves us at $65. I'm going to do, interesting. I'm going to do, I don't have proper change. This is 40. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and put up $40 for entertainment and figure out where this extra $100 bill is coming from. We don't like extra money like that. Okay, we're going to start over. We're starting over from household because that was the first one I had to set aside. So we're on a journey to figure out where this extra $100 is coming from. Now, when I did my denominations, I did do it wrong by $4. So we changed the 5s and 1s, but something is not balancing out. I have to figure it out. The accountant Emmy, the aspiring fraud investigative researcher, has to figure out where this extra $100 is coming from. So I'm going back through. I've already checked. I have 8 $100 bills in my rent category. I have a $100 bill in the phone category. Nothing else received 100. That's where it's coming from. So it looks like when I did this, I completely skipped my credit card and gas bill. But in general, the denominations don't match to where I can adequately put funds to where they should be going. So I'm going to have to break the bills to go into its respective envelope. But since I'm honestly going to deposit the vast majority of this money anyway, I'll just try to use what I have here to break it up if I possibly can. If not, it is what it is. I'll figure that off camera. But everything is going to align because I see exactly where my discrepancy lies. And it starts with the credit card bill. So credit card is supposed to get 2 20s and a 10. So here's 20, 40, 50. Gas is supposed to get a 20 and a $5 bill. This is going to be off. Here's a 20 and a 5. So 20, 25 for gas. Household is going to get 50 as well as personal. I do not have envelopes for those. So again, I'm going to put aside 4 20s and 2 10s. 20, 40, 50. And then another set. 20, 40, 50. So altogether, this is $100 going up for personal and household supplies. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Airbnb is getting 2 $100 bills, 2 20s, a 5, and 3 1s. 100, 200, 20. We're out of 20s, so that lets me know that my denominations were not correct. So I'm going to have to bust this down later. We're short. I'm going to set aside the $200 for now for Airbnb. I will figure out the rest. I'll also take $203, and so I'm pretty much in need of $45 in change. So I'll set aside the $203 for now, and I will notate that I need change for $45. This is what happens when you're just rushing. You're trying to do everything all in the same day. 2 videos, editing. You're just doing hashtag the most, and you're bound to hit errors. And because I didn't plan out my week properly, but I was eager to get all of this done, is exactly why I am here. But nevertheless, lesson learned. I will be sure to take my time moving forward, especially when it involves cash money, and ensure that my denominations are correct, so that way I don't have to backtrack and waste my time. So $45 is still needed for Airbnb. We're going to go ahead and move on to class reunion. That is getting a $100 bill. We are here. Shopping is getting $320. We have 1, 2, 3, 20, 100, 200, 300, $320. That's being set aside now. Left out of entertainment after I spent $38 from 103. We have $65. But again, I do not have change for that. So I'm going to go ahead and notate that I also need change for $65. So sinking funds is now getting $0. Buy now, pay later. I've already taken care of that. I have $110 here. That should equate to exactly what I need to make change for. And it does, $110. So that is the error that I have here. No worries, easy fix. I'm glad I was able to find the discrepancy. Now I can sleep tonight knowing that all my money is accounted for. So now that I have shown you guys how I do my cash stuffing, I'm going to go ahead and run to the bank, make my deposits, get the proper change that I need for the remaining categories for entertainment and the Airbnb, and just put all the money away as it's supposed to be. That's the end of this video. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get notified every time I have some more Luxe gems that hit the streets. Bye.